Mike, thanks for coming up to Alaska. We love you up here. Sure hope to see you more, you and your brother, and the whole entire Flying Cowboys team. Come on up, guys. We'd love to hang out with you, enjoy and share aviation together with the rest of the world. Here it is, Draco, close and personal. Wow, insane, what an incredible airplane. All kinds of stickers on this thing. Best Hugs is the main sponsor. Got one seat, so it's ready for the STOL competition. It's got nothing inside, even got the floorboards taken out. Absolutely beautiful. Strong power. Hey, remember when these things were being made? On Mike's table there in Utah? There they are. Saw that whole thing getting molded and made. 60 gallons of Jet A.
Valdez, here we go.
All right, there's my favorite plane in the world. About ready to go show us how it's done. Right here. Oh man, this is so cool. Mike, thanks for letting me do this. I'm absolutely stoked.
Over 1-to-1 thrust to weight ratio, more than 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing some crazy things. I used to race Baja. I've done Baja and desert and circle track, so I'm doing crazy suspension on it. I'm stealing ideas from everybody. I'm gonna thieve it all. It is a stolen aircraft.
So Mike, what do you think between turbine and piston, the reliability-wise?
Well, turbines.
Do you treat it differently?
I fly differently. On 400 hours since factory new, not even a reman, an IO 540 factory new motor. So I just threw 2 rods out of it. And it was a motor that lived at 5,000 foot, so it never even made more than 25 inches of manifold. Hucked 2 rods out of it, just a fluke. I mean, turbines can do it too. I'll take a single turbine over a twin piston. I've had to dead stick a few in. I don't do piston at night anymore. Like a turbine starts to fade power, the temp starts to go up. Like
you know it's coming.
You can see it coming, and you see it coming like 1,000 hours before you see it trending. You're like, man, I'm just starting to wear out. Rarely will it just go on you.
Cost-wise, what's one of these turbines?
Oh. Don't ruin my day. We're having a great conversation.
Yeah, sorry.
That motor's new is about 600. You can find a good used one for around 3.
Wow. Do you do your own work on the engine too?
I can, and I learned it all so I could, but I really like having someone else come down and just be another eye.
Yeah.
And then when they got it all ready to go, I'm like, let me borrow that real quick.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going somewhere to get somewhere fast, I'll go way high, and otherwise I wouldn't have made it here. I wouldn't have made it to the air show up there in Anchorage. I went to 22,000 feet over top of thunderstorms over Idaho and came all the way up in one day, and it was no problem. And I had to shoot 2 approaches to minimums. Last! That's so much fun!
That was awesome.
Valdez is awesome!
That's right. Well, here's the legend himself. We all know who this man is. Mike Patey, welcome to Alaska again.
Thank you.
What did you think of yesterday?
Oh my gosh, so much fun. We had an absolute blast.
I think we all enjoyed watching you. What was like the most memorable thing of the STOL competition for you?
When I stalled my right wing right before touchdown, that was for sure memorable. I hung it all the way in and I felt it just a little buff it, and I kept hanging it, thought, yeah, half a second more, I'm gonna just nail this. I pushed it too hard. I shouldn't have done it. I should have left 3 more knots buffer in there. I'm on feel and AOA at that point, so I was at the top of the AOA, one bump from a stall, and the horn is not on a constant chirp, but it was chirping at me, and I was holding it right on it, and I just pushed it. I just wanted to get that 2-3 foot mark, and it bites you when you go hard. If I left 3 to 5 more knots, I would have been a lot better off. So next time I'll do better.
Yeah, well, gives you a reason to come back.
Heck yeah.
We want you back next year, and maybe in the next new build. Scrappy.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I'm going to come back in Scrappy for sure.
All right, y'all heard that. So we're going to hold Mike accountable for that.
Uh-oh. I'll get her done.
Plans. Don't ever stop building airplanes.
Never. You kidding?
No.
That almost hurt my heart hearing even those words come out of your mouth.
Good. All right. You might have some Alaska roots from way back when.
No doubt about it, for sure.
Yeah, somewhere in the family, maybe a grandpa.
Gotta be, because this place is awesome.
I think this airplane really belongs in Alaska.
No doubt.
This is its like.
I belong in Alaska.
Yes, you do. and you know, we would love
if Alaska will have me, I'm coming back every chance I get.
All
this
right,
place
Alaska,
is awesome.
you all heard that. What's a trip back home going to look like?
I'm going to take a slow trip over to Juneau and then down to Ketchikan. If there's a tailwind, I can bypass Canada, Idaho, and halfway through Utah. But
okay.
It looks like it's turning on me, so I'll have a headwind coming and the headwind going.
Are you flying down with Ron, or are you bringing your wife with you?
My wife went home commercial,
Oh,
so
she went home.
Ron is my second wife who helps me build airplanes.
Right on.
He lives in the hangar with me, so we get her done.
Mike, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you up here, and I'm so excited to meet you, man. I've been waiting. Like, I missed last weekend because I was down in Walla Walla, Washington, flying a Boeing Stearman with a friend down there. And then I'm like, I gotta get to Valdez STOL, so I'm so happy I made it here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I made it too, and it was a great show, a lot of fun, a lot of great people. So I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Hey guys, I just finished editing the footage of the incredible performance Draco showed us in Valdez, Alaska this summer. I just learned a couple of minutes ago of the accident that took place in Reno on departure from the Reno Air Races event Mike was participating in. I'm just absolutely wrecked. Draco was the most incredible bush plane I have ever seen, and I think there's a lot of people that think the same thing I do. I'm so happy that I got to see this airplane in action, and I extend my heartfelt condolences to Mike. The good news is there's nobody hurt, and you know what? Metal can be replaced, people can't. The story's got a great ending. I'm so happy that Mike, you're safe, your wife's safe, Chandra, and your friend in the back seat. Everybody survived, can tell the story, and I'm sure that broken fingernail will heal. Thanks for sharing Draco with us, Mike. We absolutely can't wait to see it back bigger and better than ever before. So we're gonna watch this video in memory of Draco, the greatest bush plane ever known